On the behalf of IIMT College of Management, Greater Noida, heartily welcome all the students, dignitary, worthy professors of IIMT College of Management. Thank you everyone to be there. So on this Orientation 2022 program, I welcome every student on board with us. Welcome to all the new faces with huge amount of positivity and with the new grace of their passion. And now taking the session in a very formal way, now I would like to invite amongst us an extremely proficient and established and the figure in the field of innovation, our chief guest, Mr. Bohitesh Misra, Technology Evangelist, Data Analytic Enthusiast with the 26 plus years of experience and the track record of enabling business growth by leveraging work with various multinational companies like USA Simple Networks, Soft, Digital Global and many more. And currently active member of CIOs of India and FOSIC Foundation of India. So now to spark that fire of inspiration amongst us and the determination with us, I would like to call you upon the stage, sir, to deliver the motivational key address among our students. So please be on the stage, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
I see units at the top. So center of gravity was changing. The window size was enlarged. So the tensile strength of those pillars was changing. So we had lots of challenges and no crash testing was to be done. Earlier, all those coaches which were created, the first coach, it would undergo a crash testing. And then all those sensors would identify where all those breakages would have happened. So multiple iterations of crash testing was the process before that, right? So because the window size was enlarged for a bigger view, so on the pillars we gave that corrugated sheet. We welded that, and because of that, the complete design changed, and we could test with more than 150 kilometers per hour. So innovation is that critical thinking that I'll be talking about. So go to the root cause of the issues and try to find out what best can be done with the resources, with your limited resources. And when you use limited resources for taking something very innovative, that is what is called frugal innovation. So I'll be talking about frugal jugaad technology that we talk about, right? So another incremental innovation, I would say, was more on kiosk-based bill payment services. So that again would be more of an incremental innovation. So frugal, which is disruptive innovation, I'll be talking about frugal and incremental innovation. So my key focus has been into IoT, mobility, data science. I'm a certified project management professional. So international global arena, I talk about the project management aspects. And recently I have published an article talking about how data science can be used in project management to automate your process, the robotic process automation, and all that would lead to the project managers being more advanced in the technology, and effectively they'll use data science for some of the process automation. So this session will primarily focus on the type and extent of the innovation, whether incremental or radical innovation, which is a frugal innovation, or a jugaad technology. And we'll also talk about some of the entrepreneurial tips. I've already run multiple startups, so I'll talk about how and what are the tips for you guys. So the basic question starts with, why are innovations important, right? So why are innovations important? We all know that as a routine process, the things are incrementing at a particular pace, let's say 10%, 20%, that's it. But during that, the competition becomes high. They are moving ahead of you, right? So you really need a product innovation on a regular basis. So a R&D department is required in any of the organization, and that is where the innovation plays a critical role. You all remember that in 2007, this mobile handheld device, this iPhone, changed the entire gimmick of how people communicate, right? So they already had a small iPod, right? A communication device they already had, but they merged those two together to create a bigger iPod, a widescreen. It's primarily a widescreen iPod. It became a revolutionary phone, right? So you are able to communicate with a wider screen and those applications which are all available on the internet device. And this became a true revolution, a true innovation in the true sense, which changed the entire gamut of how people communicate with each other, how they are able to transmit data, how they are able to view the other side, right? So that way, that was the most innovative product that has been launched in 2007. So innovation is primarily a driver of social, economic, cultural, and human development. So all these aspects, when it covered, it's called the innovation. In innovation in ICT, in the technology, have changed the way we live, from the widespread adoption of mobile banking to social network, distance learning. During pandemic, we have already seen online shopping, video conferencing, augmented reality based shopping. So you can see how your goggle would look on you, right? How a dress would look on you. It's all virtual. It takes the live image of yours, put a different combination of different dresses, and how it would look on you. And that way you can virtually see how a particular dress looks on you, and subsequently you can purchase that. So augmented reality based shopping is more of an innovation now. So it's a big market. World Bank says that it's more than 50 billion kind of it's a continuous increase in the innovation industry. So guys, do you remember in 2008 time frame, these were the companies which were said to be the most innovative companies, right? Google, right? And Microsoft, Tata's, Nokia's, right? Procter and Gamble, so Nintendo. So they were all said to be the innovative companies in 2008. So they were more product based. They have been doing a lot of research, and their product has been used worldwide. So that they were supposed to be the most innovative companies as by Forbes. But come 2015, in just 5-7 years, what do you think the top 10 industries would be? So these were the top 10 Forbes industries which were at the top in innovation. Tesla Motors, Salesforce, lot of pharma companies, right? Amazons. So there was a paradigm change in the kind of innovation that happened in 2007 till 2015. Earlier it was more product based. Now a lot of online companies, internet companies that have taken over as the most of the innovation. And then recently it is altogether changed. ServiceNow, Salesforce, Tesla, Amazon, Netflix, right? Facebooks. So this is a total change that has happened in last 10-12 years, where product based innovation was there. Now it has more innovation based on the internet technologies. So there is a change in dynamics of innovation now. So the needs and technologies of present times have changed and are now to the new generation, which means that dynamics, expectations are changing. Everybody wants everything, right? Need for new approach of innovation has come up now. So earlier the innovation was primarily coming from those developed countries, Microsoft, Apple, iPhone, iPod, right, touchscreen. But now the global companies are more coming from the developing countries. So India is one of them. So a lot of innovations have recently been come up from the Indian subcontinent. So 2G, 3G, 4G, they're all innovations. So question is, why innovate? So like I said, a lot of these companies which are Nokia, Intel, right, 3M, they all have generated sustained competitive advantage because they were the first in the industry. They had a volume, right, and their product was good. So they had generated a competitive advantage. These firms have generated about 50% of their revenue through these new products. But slowly, by passage of time, the core competency of these companies without innovation became core rigidities. So you would have seen Nokia going away, right? Some of these other product companies, Kodak, anyway, they had all those, they are gone just because they didn't innovate at the right time. Do you guys agree that innovation has to be a sustained process, and it has to be a continuous process? Your product, if you're a product company, you have to continuously innovate. Otherwise, you'll become Nokia's. They didn't realize that even though their product was good, but with the change of time, they should have continued to change the product also. But they said we are the world leaders. They were number one. But subsequently, this Android and other products came, and then they were completely washed off. Nobody was talking about Nokia altogether, right? But now they are trying to come back and gain a market, but not to the extent that they were some 15 years back. So innovation needs strong leadership desire to promote and encourage the innovation. So it is a top-down process. The top management has to have alignment with the innovation strategy. So make innovation a part of the company philosophy. That's very important. Everybody has to think innovative ways.